going through some diagnostic mysteries and adventures with my 2005 Honda Pilot lately. I've been noticing after longer highway drives for several hours that afterwards I've been having coolant going missing. Sometimes it's a little low in the radiator, sometimes it's just low in this overflow reservoir over here, but I haven't been able to find any obvious coolant residue in the engine bay. There's no overheating, and I wasn't seeing any obvious signs of fluid mix in checking my other fluids that the coolant could be leaking internally too. So I resorted to using a UV dye that you put into your coolant. It's designed for this. It becomes UV reactive when you add it to your coolant, and then you can run the car and then go around with a black light and start looking for your leaks. So we've done that. I'll show you in the radiator. There's our UV reactive coolant. Now we're going around with a black light and we're hunting for signs of glowing splatter to figure out where this coolant's going. The first thing that caught my attention was I was looking down by the radiator, and this radiator fan might look a little funny on the camera, but it's not coming up UV reactive at all here. Switch over to this side. This fan has a distinct glow going on, but it's not any, there's no splatter marks, so I was like, I don't know if vaporized coolant is spraying onto this fan from the radiator, maybe, question mark, I don't know. And then I didn't see anything else until I got to the top of the transmission back here. Unfortunately, you can see the green glow back there. There's a transmission line and the transmission fill plug that are showing signs of UV reactive fluids, which is bad. So I went to pull the transmission dipstick, and yeah, that is not the kind of findings that I wanted to be making. I mean, better earlier. So now what we gotta do is, because what has gone wrong here is my transmission cooler that's inside the radiator, that has corroded and allowed coolant and transmission fluid to mix into each other's systems. I think I've caught this early, but what we have to do now is replace the radiator and put new coolant in, and then also flush out the transmission really good with lots of transmission fluid drain and fills till that system's clean, and cross our fingers that I've caught this early enough that I didn't overheat my transmission or anything. Old radiator is out of the car. We, out of curiosity, decided to pry all these tabs back to pull this off the bottom of the radiator so we could see what the transmission cooler looks like. There it is. Not much to see, but apparently that is what fails and allows the coolant and transmission to mix together. Transmission fluid's draining, as you can see. Looks pretty normal, but sure enough, put the UV light on it. Somehow I was in tune with the little bit of coolant loss early enough, caught this really early, because once the coolant and the transmission fluid have mixed a lot more, you're going to have a foamy brown or pink nasty mess. Kind of crazy stuff.